theoretically, assuming perfect amplifiers of the best quality with perfect DA converters and AD converters, or digital connections for that matter, with perfect, accurate DSP, the best solution is always going to be an active speaker. And the reason isn't always for the reasons that you often hear. People will say things like, well, the amplifier is going to have lower distortion when it's able to just focus on like the tweeter or the mid-range or the woofer. And that's true, but it's a pretty minor improvement. Often there's other bigger issues you're dealing with. And the bigger one is that you have more degrees of freedom to work with, basically. You have more precision in the crossover. You have an ability to do very, very fine tweaking. You have an ability to do a huge number of slopes in very precise ways. And you can do unbelievable amounts of EQ. You can apply EQ in a passive crossover. There are, I call them trap filters. There are filters. They typically are resistor, inductor, capacitor filters that are in parallel rather than in series, although actually there's series notch filters as well. And you can put a lot of those in. The problem is you're talking about between two, because some can be done with two. So between 2 and 3 elements per filter. And it's a little harder to get the precision that you can get without parts matching with a digital DSP type system. So when you've got an active speaker, you've got this ability to provide really, really precise EQ and really precise crossovers and filtering. You can build in limiters. And if you're really, a lot of people don't do those well, but there are people who are really, really good at limiters. And you can build in limiters to make a speaker that's able to perform well such that it just can't overload. You can never push it past its limits. And they sound fantastic when you do that, if they're done correctly. And so it's another thing that you can do with active. One of the key differences is that room correction's trying to correct the speaker's room response and intrinsic response, whereas what I'm talking about really is more about correcting its intrinsic response separate from the room response. And that's a good idea.